Hello and welcome back. Today I want to talk about the Shadow Systems DR920 and why this gun is my personal everyday carry, the gun that I pretty much use not only as my carry, my range gun. I run this gun for classes. This is my do-all carry gun, and I've pretty much stopped using every other gun that I own because of this Shadow Systems DR920. So let's get into it. So, number one, the first and main reason that I carry this gun and went with this gun was it's a Glock clone. It uses aftermarket Glock parts. It uses Glock magazines, which for me I couldn't carry this gun or wouldn't even buy this gun if it was not Glock compatible with the magazines. Also nice with the parts. But it had to use the magazines. I have to have polymer magazines, otherwise I'm gonna rust them out. It is compatible with Glock Gen 4 aftermarket parts. That's huge. The Shadow Systems gun includes back straps so that you can change the grip angles. It's not to make it larger or smaller, it is to change the grip angles. Included with that was a Glock angle back strap to give that more aggressive grip angle. Since I've been shooting Glocks for many years prior to this, that was a big selling point as well. I can keep that Glock angle. Zev, for example, I was looking at them. I was looking at some others, and they did not have that Glock angle. It was Glock only. So this was a big selling point for me. I have the Glock back strap, that aggressive angle back strap. I have it on my gun. I use it. It's fantastic because now if I decide I want to carry a smaller, the Glock 19, let's say, I can, when I'm dry firing or I'll pull it out, I present, boom, dots right there, same angle, same consistency through my guns. A nice thing about the Shadow Systems is that the guns are the same dimensions, therefore use the same holsters. Since I already had holsters for a Glock 17 and a Glock 19, didn't have to get new ones. I did end up getting a couple new ones, but I didn't have to, so I was able to get the gun and start using it and carrying it right away, and that was a big deal for me. Another nice thing, the number two reason that I ended up going with Shadow Systems and why I use this gun and solely, for the most part, carry this gun now, is that it comes stock with everything that I want and that I end up purchasing for my stock Glocks. So you're getting the upgrades from Shadow Systems that I would end up doing for my stock Glocks. So for example, when I get a stock Glock, the first thing that I do is I do a double undercut or a single undercut, but in this case, it comes stock standard with the double undercut. So again, this is huge for me. The stipple grip on the frame texturing on the gun is much more aggressive. Now again, I like more aggressive, so I put a very aggressive Talon grips, but the grip here was sufficient enough right out of the box. That's a big deal for me. Also, Shadow Systems has their own proprietary mounting system. This was something that was not as big a deal to me, but it's something that I appreciate now that I have it because I don't have to worry about the plates. So with the Shadow Systems mounting, you mount it directly to the slide. They have different little like bumper shim. I want to say that they're plastic, but you use those to keep it in nice and tight so there's no space between the rail and the optic. So that is a fantastic option as well. Wasn't necessarily why I bought it, but is one thing that after the fact that I absolutely love about this gun. It uses pretty large mounting screws, and you don't have to worry about it affecting the functionality of the gun, and you don't have to worry about losing your optic or the plate going loose, which it has on my MOS Glock 19. That plate, the mounting plate, loosened with the slide. This is something I don't have to worry about. I've mounted it once and not had to touch it since. Another really neat thing about the Shadow Systems is that when you are purchasing, you can choose from different models. So if you want something that is a little bit more flashy, something that has some more milling done, you can choose between the Combat or the Elite. Also, the gun comes with a magwell. I don't run the magwell in the summertime because this is my carry gun, and it's a little bit more, it prints a little bit more with the magwell on, I've noticed. So I take the magwell off in the summertime, put it back on in the winter. The number 3 reason that I use this gun, went with Shadow Systems, and now I use this as my everyday carry. Something that I've grown to appreciate now that I have the gun, and while I will continue to use them, and this will probably be until another better option comes out, this will be, and this brand will be my preferred carry gun, probably the only carry gun that I use. Shadow Systems is a company located right here in America, in Texas, and they have fantastic customer service. And I know this because I've had to use them twice. The first time I was putting my gun back, reassembling my gun after I had cleaned it, and somehow when I was pushing the punch in, the gun was tight because it was the first time taking it apart, so I was hammering it in, and somehow I snagged the spring on the slide stop slide release. Pull it out, it's got like a bend in it, you know, and I was like, well, this is not good. So I contacted them, and that day, gave them my serial number of my gun. That day, they had a new one in the mail for me. Was able to put on a Gen 3 slide stop slide release that I had an extra part, put it on there to hold over until I got the new part. You know, and with the compatibility, that's the beautiful thing about this gun, especially if you've shot Glocks like I have. The gun shoots great, of course. Most of you guys, if you've shot Glocks, that's one of the reasons that you like Glocks. It shoots good. This one shoots even flatter. This gun has this amazing beaver tail right here, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. The stippling, the actual stippling on the gun has a lot to do with it too, but it just shoots really good. I mean, that's the nice thing about Glocks, is that they shoot flat. They're fantastic shooters. The gun comes with a, when you purchase the gun, you're going to get that awesome Shadow Systems customer service. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I was cleaning my gun because I sweat so bad. When I pulled the locking block out of the gun, the locking block was covered in rust. Oil, brush, cleaned it off the best I could, reassembled. Now I shoot 50 to 100 rounds a week, so the rusting wasn't affecting the function, or at least not yet. But I knew that was going to be a problem, so I contacted them 2 days ago. Told them what was going on. The person that answered the phone, his name was Trevor. I don't know if it was the owner, but he told me, yes, you need a new one. The new locking blocks that we use have a new marine grade coating on them. We'll get you one in the mail. Just shoot me an email at customer support. Shoot them an email, get a confirmation, get another email back saying we need your address, and boom, it was in the mail yesterday. Okay, that to me is huge. Yes, I understand some people don't want to have to contact customer service. In both of these cases, this was my doing. This is my sweat. This was me hammering the pin in that caused the slide stop spring to bend. Okay, completely my fault, but it is nice if you need to contact them that you can pick up the phone, get somebody on the other end, and that just like that, pretty much no questions asked, they're going to remedy whatever issue you have. And if they can't, I would imagine that they're gonna try their best to remedy that issue. All right, that to me was huge. And so when I know that I can call somebody and get somebody on the other end when I have an issue with a gun or any tool, okay, that it makes me a lifelong customer. And so that right there is essentially gonna make me a lifelong customer. That right there is the reason that, it's not the main reason that I carry this gun, that I love this gun. It's just a very good shooting gun. It has fantastic reliability. I've been seeing on Reddit people talk about reliability issues with Shadow Systems. Prior to the CR920 coming out, I don't think that anybody really was saying that, but now everybody's saying that they're having reliability issues, or other people are having reliability issues. This gun has 100% been reliable for me. I have not had the first issue. I had one time, I didn't have any issues in the break-in period. I haven't had any issues after. I shoot the P mags and I shoot Glock mags. I carry Glock mags. I do carry the Glock mags, and I have about 7 Glock mags that I shoot with it, and I have 2 P mags that I shoot with it. I've not had any magazine malfunctions. I've not had any gun malfunctions. I did have one round that the casing sheared when it went in, and I knew something was wrong because when I was slide releasing, the slide was moving forward but much slower than normal. So I just peeked in to look and see what it was, and I could see that the casing was sheared. The round still sat. The round sat in the chamber. All right, it probably would have gone bang had I shot it, but I ejected it, saw what was going on, saw that it had kind of sheared that round. So I used a little bit of flitz and I polished the feed ramp. Have not had an issue since. Have not had any failure to feeds, have not had any stovepipes or any failure to ejects, or I've had 0 issues with this gun. It's been 100% reliable. The reliability, the fact that it is Glock compatible, the fact that it shoots fantastic and comes stock with all the features that I want in a gun, especially a carry gun, or a range gun, or a gun that I'm gonna be shooting a lot, which I do shoot this gun a lot. It is my primary gun, and pretty much it has filled the role of anything I need a gun to fill the role of. All right, I take it out at night, I put it in my nightstand so that if I need it, it's right there. I pull it out of my nightstand, and when I get dressed, I put it on my belt, and I carry it all day. All right, so the DR920, it is my EDC. It will continue to be my EDC. It's reliable. The company is fantastic to do business with. All right, they continue to innovate. They've got products coming out all the time, which is exciting. The MR920 is their oldest gun, but it is one that if I had the money, and I would love to have the MR920 if I had the money and I didn't have a gun currently filling that with, my Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS is currently filling that role of a compact. But I would love to have the MR920. If I had the money to buy a gun right now, that would be my next gun. The MR920 would be my next purchase if I were to be buying a gun. Unfortunately, I don't have the money. I'm not in the market for a new one. I wish I was. That would be the one I would get, or the XR920. But I would like something compact, something smaller than my full-size DR920. That would be the MR920, and that would be my next purchase gun. I 100% believe in this gun. I 100% am confident that when in a life or death situation, when I pull that gun and I present it and pull the trigger, it will go bang. All right, so regardless of what you're reading on Reddit, regardless of what you're hearing people say about reliability issues, me personally, I am 100% confident in the gun. I am 100% confident in the brand. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please, if you enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Thank you guys.